Hello everyone, welcome back to the YouTube channel. It's Rachel here with Makers Gonna Learn, your ultimate die cutting community, to show you another awesome video all about how to create super easy paper flowers with your Cricut. We get this all the time and we really want to give you guys the skills that you need to know to make really good paper flowers. So we're gonna go super easy mode today. This is for a paper crafting beginner, a flower making beginner, okay? These paper flowers are going to be using one color of cardstock, a couple of layers, and a little bit of glue, okay? And a lot of crafty goodness, okay? But the thing is as well, we're only using one cut file to make this flower, which is going to be really awesome. So I cannot wait to show you the design space and walk you through that and how to really size these guys. So I'm really looking forward to that. So if you're excited, then let's jump into it. So here we are in Design Space, guys, and this is the only cut file that we are going to be using. It is from Makers Gonna Learn. If we search flowers, we have several different cut files with flowers, but this one down here is the one that we are using today, the one on the very bottom there. So that is the one that we have downloaded and uploaded into Design Space, and now we are going to size it. So we're going to be making one paper flower for you guys. I'm going to make it start to finish and really show you guys the process. I think that we want this guy to be, let's see here, let's make this the biggest one, 4.4 by 4.5, okay? So now what we're going to do is we're going to go over to duplicate, and we're going to duplicate this guy, okay? So we're going to go way up here on the layers panel up right next to delete, and we're going to hit duplicate. Now we have duplicated that, okay? And it duplicates the same exact size. So what we're going to do is we're going to size it down about 1/2 inch, okay? So we're going to size it down, okay? And then what we're going to do is we're going to duplicate that one. Then we're going to drag it over, size it down about another 1/2 inch, okay? You guessed it, guys, duplicate it again, bring it over, size that guy down, get another one, and I promise you that you will not be able to tell if you are not exactly doing 1/2 inch, okay? No one could be able to tell that. It's a very, it's just a very general recommendation. You guys could do 0.75 inches. You guys could size this thing down a whole inch every time if you wanted to. It's just completely what you all want to do. We're just gonna keep sizing this down here. And once we get super small is when we're going to stop. So right now we're at 4.751 on the height here, and we're going to take that down to about there. And you can kind of look and see what looks good as well. And we're only going to do one more here, guys. So we're going to go ahead and duplicate that, and we're going to do one more this very small, and that's all we're going to do, okay? And this is really good. It looks a little bit dramatic, but I promise when you get it cut and you get everything ready, it does not look that dramatic. So once you have all of these, this one cut file, as many different lengths and width as you'd want, as many different sizes, just go ahead and click make that. And you can see that it will all fit on one piece of paper. But guys, we're actually going to be using 8.5 by 11 inch pieces of paper. Oh, so this is a really good little test to see us do here. But if you go up here and you want to move all these around, you absolutely can do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this guy and I'm going to put him here. I'm going to take this little guy because he can totally fit there in the corner. You know, I'm going to move him down a little bit, move this guy over here. I'm going to try my very hardest to fit this in 8.5 by 11. I really feel like I'll be able to do that. I have a lot of confidence in that. So as you can see, I'm just going to move these around, and it's just a matter of, you know, trying to get these moved around. So go ahead and get really nitpicky about it. And once you just kind of worked with this all you can see that it does fit 8.5 by 11, which is really exciting. So what we're going to do now, guys, is go ahead and click continue. And now we're going to select our material, and we are using medium cardstock here, and we have a relatively new blade, so we do not need to select another cut pressure setting. And once you do this, we're going to go ahead and apply our paper onto our mat. And now guys, here is our mat. And we have this paper pack here that we bought, and there's a lot of different blues in here, but I'm just loving this color blue. So I'm just gonna take this and apply it right down onto our mat. And you can apply this whichever way you were able to get all of your layers to fit, on one spot. So we did ours 8.5 by 11 this way and got it all to fit in here. So now all I'm gonna do is load this into our machine. And now I'm just gonna press that flashing Cricut button. And now our cut is complete, so we're just gonna go ahead and unload this from our machine. And here is our finished cut flower petals. They have fit perfectly on this 8 by 11 sheet. What we're gonna do first is we're just gonna take a corner and peel up the excess. You can see that came off beautifully. We're just gonna toss that in the garbage. And now for a little trick, guys, we're gonna flip our Cricut mat over. And as you can see, all these guys are just gonna peel up effortlessly, okay? And another great thing about this technique is that they are not going to curl. Your flower petals will not curl up on you, which is great. So now you have a clean mat and very, very straight flower petals, which is awesome. So here are all our petals that we're gonna be working with today. This is a great variation of sizing here, and all you're gonna need to make these is some adhesive that you like. We love ATG's, this Scotch Advanced Tape Gun dry adhesive. We absolutely love this. I will link this down below, as I will all these other products. If you want to see these, go ahead and check out the description. We're also going to be needing some foam squares. We might get a little bit frisky with these. We might not use too many. It's just whatever we feel like using. And then you're going to need a bone folder, okay? And if you've never heard of a bone folder, if you don't do a whole lot of paper crafting, that's okay. You're not alone. You can use different things like your Cricut scraper tool and things like that, but it's really, really good to just have a bone folder. This thing is like $2.99, and it's definitely worth it if you make even a couple of paper projects. So the very first thing that we're going to do, guys, is we're going to just start off with the largest one here. And we're going to take our bone folder, hold it just like this, and we're going to curl the ends, okay? So we're going to curl them in towards the flower because we want this flower to, really kind of bulb up on us. So we're just going to take our bone folder just like this, and we're going to start on a petal just like this, and we're just going to scrape, okay? We're going to scrape that down, and then you can see when I turn it, look at that. Look at that beautiful curl that bone folder gives. So we're just going to keep going just like that. Curling these down using our thumb here. And there's no right or wrong to use it, a right or wrong way to use a bone folder, guys, okay? A lot of people use these differently than I do. And just like most things in crafting, guys, as long as you're getting your pieces to curl, it doesn't matter how you're doing it. We're all different crafters. We all craft differently, and that is fine. So here's the first one. It's really, really cute, guys. Look how it just kind of gave that a whole other dimension. I mean, look at the difference here. Flat and then curled. It's beautiful. So we started there. We're gonna go to our next smallest one. Use our bone folder again. Fold it down. And we're gonna keep doing this with all of the layers. We might not do it on our itty bitty one here, but we're gonna try our hardest to do it on all the others. It just really gives it such a good shape. And we'll be using the ATG gun as well as foam squares. You can use both. You can use one or the other. It really doesn't matter. I love using foam squares because with flowers like this, it just seems to give it such dimension in between layers. And it just really takes the project from good to great, in my opinion. And guys, we got those foam squares from the Dollar Tree, which is amazing. So if you guys are on a budget and crafting just like we are, then go get some of those awesome foam squares from the dollar store. We love that. And I love these colors too. You can make it a different color every layer if you want to. You can just kind of, you know, go crazy with it. Do as many, make this as personal as you want to. That's the whole goal here. But one of the things I love about this project is that it's all using one cut file. It's nothing super intimidating, nothing that is going to cause you to lose sleep or to get super frustrated at your Cricut or the software. It's just one awesome cut file for Maker's Gonna Learn, and that is it. And if you guys have not already checked out Maker's Gonna Learn, click the first link below and go browse around our site, guys. Go see the awesome fonts that we have. Go see all of the amazing cut files that we have, our online video trainings and all that good stuff. We have so many perks over on the membership. So if you have not already became a member, you're missing out, guys. Because if you love these videos, then you're gonna love the membership. But anyhow, guys, I've got all of our layers done except the baby one. And I don't think I'll be able to do this itty bitty one, maybe just a hair. Maybe I'll do the tips just a little bit. Yeah, you just really want to be careful with this. But I do have to say, especially when doing the larger ones, guys, you don't have to be as gentle as you think. Even though it is just medium cardstock, it can take a lot of pressure. And the pressure is what makes it curl so beautifully. So definitely don't be afraid to give it pressure there. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna start from our largest here and work our way to our smallest layer. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a foam square. So we're gonna peel up a foam square here. I'm gonna lay it in the middle of our flower. It doesn't have to be perfect. This whole tutorial is not about perfection. It's just about learning the technique so that you guys can go and do this yourself. So then go ahead and take the little backing off of that to make it both sides sticky. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our second largest layer and we're gonna lay this down, but we're not just gonna lay this down any which way. We're gonna lay it down at a little bit of an angle to give this a little more dimension. So we got our foam square there, and we're not gonna lay it down flush like this. We're gonna lay it down at a little bit of an angle. So once you have that angle there, we're just gonna press it down in the center, and we have our first two layers done, and they look amazing. So now we're gonna get another foam square. And again, guys, these are from the dollar store. And when they get smaller, we can cut them in half. Or, you know, if you're trying to save even more money, which is totally great, you can cut the foam squares in half. Go ahead and just remove that backing. Go to your other one. And again, guys, we're not just going to lay it down how the last one was. We're going to give it a little bit of personality here and switch it up a hair. So now we're just going to find the center, lay it down, stick it. Simple as that. Now, I'm going to take another one, lay it down. And guys, if you are curious on how to make these look super realistic, or, you know, how to make these, you know, how to take these up a notch, if you are interested in learning about that, guys, go check out the Cricut Pro course. I will link that in the description as well. It's a wonderful course that teaches you guys how to make flowers like these, except on steroids. Okay, guys, you can make these look as real as you want to, make these as big as you want, give them as much detail as you want. The possibility is endless, so I will definitely link that down below for all of you guys. Now we're just going to do this exactly how we have done the other ones. We're just going to lay it down at an angle here and just keep going like this. It's a lot of repetitive, and the whole process is really, really easy, guys. If you have the patience to just sit through all of this, then you definitely have the patience to make these, and you can make as many as you want and everything like that. So I'm getting me another foam square here, and I'm just going to peel this little guy off, the little backing here. Trying to be careful not to peel off the adhesive, because I'm bad for that, guys. So peel that off, apply it down here, then we're going to add this one. And look how cute this is looking, guys. And I think that's the last foam square we'll be able to add, just because we're getting super small here. So now we're going to take our ATG gun here and add a little bit of our dry adhesive on here, just like so. And curl up those ends too. Curl up those ends. And now we're going to lay this one down just like we have the other ones. Lay it down like this. Find the center. And remove a little piece of that. And how cute, guys. Okay, so we're not done. We've still got a couple of more to do. We're going to add some adhesive here. I love that ATG gun. And do the same thing. Look how cute. And now, guys, it's our last layer, okay? So we're going to add a teeny tiny piece of ATG, if it'll stick. And I got some, guys. So once you have that on the back, you're just going to find the middle and stick him down. And guys, how cute was making this flower? Now, if you want this to have a totally different look, you can make the layers really, really big. You can give like an inch in between each layer and it'll look really, really big like a normal flower. Or you can use my method, which is going about every ½ inch or so down. But you can just see the dimension that it made using the combination of the ATG gun and the foam squares. I absolutely love the way this turned out, and I hope you guys did too. Guys, how cute is this little paper flower? It was 100% easy mode to make. It took one piece of 8.5 by 11 paper, just a couple of foam squares, a little bit of dry adhesive, and a bone folder, and that is it. You guys can make these in a huge bouquet. You can make these to cover a wall. It didn't take very long at all, and if you really get the hang of this, practice makes perfect, and you could be able to make a ton of these at one time. I absolutely love the process of using only one cut file to make this beautiful flower, and I know that you guys will too. If you have any questions, as always, leave those in the comments below. Give this video a like and subscribe for more awesome content like this, guys. Click the first link below to see where you can get this cut file and so many more. When I say so many, I mean over 1,300. And guys, as always, I hope you have a wonderful crafty day. Bye.